Hey guys, it's the Wyvern here, and hey, I haven't seen this screen in a very long time. Now, if you guys are wondering, geez, what are we doing back here? I thought we were gonna play a Metroidvania. Well, I guess it sucks to suck, because guess what? No one didn't make any polls on the video. So we have to. I decided that we're gonna play Final Fantasy. After all, it's been many years ago since I did the first one, and we need to get on with the Final Fantasy family. I feel like it's about time we do that, right? So, in this episode, we're gonna play what I think is controversially one of the worst Final Fantasies in Final Fantasy 2. Now, I hope you guys better get used to Final Fantasy because I am actually in the mood for a lot of Final Fantasy lately, and I have an idea for an upcoming challenge series I want to do with Final Fantasy 1. But for now, we're going to go to Final Fantasy 2. Now, reason why Final Fantasy 2 is so controversial in its design is its level up mechanics, which makes the game so brutal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be cheating because I'm gonna be getting money for free and easy leveling up, at least for the magic, and I'll explain that here in a bit. But it would probably be better that way because I don't want to be spending too much time on this series. Now, granted, we'll spend as much time as needed, but I don't want to spend like 60 videos playing Final Fantasy 2 because it's not required. But let's get this started. This is the first Final Fantasy where all of your characters are preset and named. This will be a reoccurring thing later on if you recall the more modern Final Fantasies where everybody already has a name. Well, this is where it started. Final Fantasy 2. Our characters are Firion, Maria, Guy, and Leon. A long-lived peace. Just walking around. Hey, they actually put a butthole on that cat. Is at an end. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, the fire's having a party. Well, we don't want to be there. The Emperor of Palamecia has called forth monsters from the underworld and has begun his campaign for world conquest. Okay. A rebel army arose in the kingdom of Fynn to thwart the Emperor's plans. Oh no. Party crashers. The Q&A wall. But the rebels' castle fell to an all-out assault by the Empire. No, it's okay, let him go. He's got to do this. He's got to defend his kingdom. Left with little choice, the rebels withdrew to the remote town of Altair. That's good. That's good. 4 youths from Fynn also found themselves fleeing imperial forces. They had lost their parents at the hands of the Empire, but their escape wasn't over. Nice. No, not nice. Okay. So, do we have any magic? Nope. We only got 10 MP. I don't know what magic is gonna do. Any items? Nope. Oh, I'm wearing a broadsword and a buckler. That's good. Okay, so I guess we run. That's all I can think about. A bow. Oh, bows are shitty. I don't like bows. We're gonna be getting rid of that. How about you, dude? What do you got? An axe? So it looks like Guy has an axe. And what about Leon? Leon, any magic? None at all. Okay. A broadsword. Ooh, you're a sword man. Let's try to run. Oh, this isn't good. This is really not good. I don't think we're gonna make it. Um, well, that's the game, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I can't beat this. What do you want me to do? They swung a spear and did like 800 damage. I can't get past that. That's ridiculous. Is it? Nope, not over yet. Oh, here's the dude with the white turban. He's cool. He's got a cape. Will he live? He will. I sense a strong life force within him. He should regain consciousness soon. We found them like this on the escape from Finn, fallen from terrible wounds. Yeah, that spear hurt. By the time we brought them here, I feared it was already too late. His life is not in danger. This sigil will strengthen his life force. We shall let him rest now. Of course. We'd best be off to the meeting. I imagine they're already waiting for us. If the Empire is allowed to complete the dreadnought they're building in Bavsk, I'm guessing, their attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly by and watch. We must act. Yeah! A woman of action. That's what we need. And a badass magical turban man. That's what we want. Yeah! Jeez, if they could have just waited 2 seconds, I would have gotten up. Where am I? Leon! Maria! Yeah, I'm not moving them. This is another thing that came into this early in the series was self-moving and self-reacting, almost like story scenes. This is where that started too. Guy, where are you? Because I'm not moving him at all at this point. Furion, you're alive. I thought you'd. I'm fine, Maria. You're alright too, Guy? But wait, where's Leon? Princess of Finn, save us. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, this is what I love about Guy. Guy definitely is one of those caveman talk kind of characters. He's just so meme. I love him. But Leon not here. I see. Don't worry. I'm sure he's okay. Now I'll just crawl in my back pocket so I could carry you like, I don't know, a wallet. I still have no control of my characters. So you've regained your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there is something I must ask of you. Please allow us to join the rebel army. I could never allow such a thing. You know nothing of battle. You would only be throwing your lives away. You should return to your homes. Didn't our parents die? And wasn't the town we all just ran from burned down to the ground? What the fuck's she talking about? But we have no homes. Not anymore. The Imperials attacked and our parents. You are? I am truly sorry, but even so this changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you know where else to go, you are welcome to stay here in Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to live here well enough. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. This is one of those mechanics that's, version exclusive. Well, not version exclusive, but like game exclusive. Not all Final Fantasies had a key term mechanic. This was only for Final Fantasy II. Basically, we get to learn special words, interact with special characters using those words, and get multiple outcomes. So yeah, we'll learn the wild rose, and we'll ask what it is. The wild rose is the insignia of the kingdom of Finn. It represents our hopes for the future that flourishes in both strength and beauty. But what will become of Finn now? I've heard the Empire's captives have been taken and suffer even as we speak. Maria, your brother Leon is missing, is he not? It's possible that he's being held in Finn as well. But Finn is far too dangerous now. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the streets. Gaining entrance to the city will not be easy. The man at my right is Minwu, the white wizard who tended your wounds. Ah, so he's determined caveman. Awesome. Speak with him before you leave. He may be of some assistance. Yes, princess. So, I don't care what anybody says. Best character of Final Fantasy II, Minwu. Minwu's the GOAT. I don't care. I see your destiny clearly. The future it holds seems closely intertwined with my own. You will begin your journey to Finn. That is the first step towards realizing your fate. Yeah, and if there's nothing to learn, it's gonna tell you. You wasted no time using the password. Heed well the information it will bring you. You can learn much of value by listening. I offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Finn. Those who have fallen in battle can be revived at a sanctuary. Should one of you fall before you reach Finn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. Of course, I'm gonna follow Minwu. The guy's a badass wizard. What do you want? Heading to Finn, are we? It's not my place to tell you what to do, but I'd reconsider if I were you. It's a dangerous place to be, you see. The city is crawling with the Empire's monsters. To the north lies a small village called Ketreya. Judging by the looks of you, you'd be lucky to make it that far. Before you go anywhere, I suggest you visit the room with the sigil that saved your life. There you'll find people who can teach you a thing or two about adventuring. I think you're going to need all the advice you can spare. Alright, old man. The port of Palum lies not far east of here, but a lake separates us, so you won't be able to reach the town without a canoe. Okay, so special terms that we can't learn but we should pay attention to are in green. So canoe. Palum to the east. Got it. And these guys are just attached to the hip. These are non-helpful NPCs. Got it. So let's go back to the room with the sigil and let's see if we can learn anything. I also gotta say, I love the tracks in this game. They're not as good as my favorite Final Fantasy, which I haven't shown yet, but the tracks are good. Give me one moment here, guys. I gotta fix something. Sorry about that. I had to clear up my throat. Had a cough. Didn't want to cough in your ear. Let's get back to the video. Shall I teach you a thing or two about weapons? Yes, so this is where the game's going to explore its leveling mechanic. There are 7 weapon categories: swords, spears, axes, staves, knives, bows, and of course the unarmed. Swords, spears, and axes, staves, and knives are one-handed weapons, can be equipped along with a shield. It's also possible to equip 2 one-handed weapons, one in each hand. Dual wielding, my kind of language. Equipping a bow requires 2 free hands, but allows a character to attack from the rear row of the party formation. Fighting unarmed is another splendid choice, and can be as powerful as any weapon. Unfortunately, equipping a shield cuts an unarmed combatant's attack power in half. So if you plan to fight unarmed, it's probably wise just to skip shields altogether. Okay. Would you care to hear about the information displayed on the status screen? Well, we haven't been there yet, but you know what? Tell us about it, Cogger. You can develop the attributes and abilities displayed on the status screen by fighting battles. Attributes such as strength and magic will change according to the actions you take in battle. If a character attacks, his or her strength and weapon skill may improve. Similarly, if a character uses magic, his or her spirit, intelligence, and magic level may improve. There are 11 different attributes that can change. Would you like me to explain these 11 attributes in more detail? Sure. HP. If a character loses HP during battle, his or her maximum HP will increase. Participating in lengthy battles can also increase maximum HP. MP. If a character's MP drops during battle, his or her maximum MP will rise. Strength. Attacking during battle will increase a character's strength. Stamina. If a character loses HP during battle, his or her stamina will improve. Spirit. Using white magic in battle will increase the caster's spirit. Agility. Being attacked by foes will raise your agility. Intelligence. Using black magic in battle will increase the caster's intelligence. Magic. If a character's MP drops during battle, his or her magic will rise. Accuracy. As strength rises, so will accuracy. Equipping better weapons will also improve your accuracy. Evasion. Being attacked by foes will raise evasion. Equipping a shield will also improve evasion. Magic defense. When foes cast spells on a character, his or her magic defense will rise. As you can see, it never hurts to try all manner of things in battle. Thank you, Cogger. So basically, unless it's happening or you do it, it will not raise in level. And this is what makes Final Fantasy II so notoriously hard. It was even harder back in the NES version, because in the NES version, if you raised one stat, its correlating opposite would drop. So if your strength went up, your magic would go down. Luckily in the Game Boy Advance version, that doesn't happen, the version we're playing now, but this game is still very difficult because of this mechanic, which means that having the best weapons and armors early in the game will be useful up until the point where you realize you can't dodge any battle and you only have 40 HP. It's very dangerous. So I will, like I said, this is why I will be using cheats, because this game is just like notoriously hard. You want to know more about the flee command, am I right? Sure. You can escape from battles by selecting the flee command. You can also run by pressing the L and R buttons simultaneously when it's time to give the first party member a command. Just like Final Fantasy 1. There's no point in fighting a losing battle. If a foe is too difficult, you're better off fleeing. However, keep in mind that low agility can make escape impossible, so think carefully before you act. Yeah, so agility is not only going to affect how many hits that you do or who goes first, but also if you can actually escape. Great. Shall I tell you about treasure chests? Treasure chests can contain things that are considered loot, like items and gil. Many treasure chests also hold rare items you won't find for sale in any other shops. That's not 100% true, but mostly right. If you're lucky enough to come across such items, hold on to them. But treasure chests aren't all gil and glory by all means, boy. Some chests conceal monsters lurking within. There is no way to know what's inside a chest until you open it, but monsters often accompany especially good loot. That's true. The idea of the monster in the box or the monster in the chest gimmick actually started in this one. Now, of course, they re-editioned it and then put it in the Game Boy Advance remake of Final Fantasy 1, but in the original Final Fantasy 1, there was no monsters in a box. It started here, in the original Final Fantasy 2. Would you like to hear about monsters? There's many different types of monsters. Some monsters are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. For example, the undead are weak against fire, aquatic monsters are weak against lightning. However, there are also monsters that absorb particular elemental attacks. Casting fire on a monster made of flame will heal instead of doing damage. You can do harm to zombies and other undead with restorative magic like cure items or items like garlic. But be careful when using spells that steal HP or MP such as drain or osmosis. When you go against the undead, these spells can backfire and hurt you instead. I hope you like my little flavor text. I don't know why, but when I ever think of an old man, I think of an old southern coot. I don't know why. Would you like to learn about armor? Listen here, boy. There are 4 types of armor: shields, helms, body armor, and gauntlets. Shields are equipped in the same fashion as one-handed weapons in either the right hand or the left. Since wearing a shield only requires one hand, you can also equip any one-handed weapon along with it. Should you choose, you can equip 2 shields, one in each hand. This makes it impossible for attacking. However, helms are equipped on the head, gauntlets on the hands and forearms, and body armor, of course, on your body. Provided you can afford it, you should always keep your body protected with good armor. That's true. What would you say to a little lesson on skill levels, eh? Skill level can be divided into 2 broad categories: weapon skill level and magic skill level. But wait, there's more. Weapon skill level are divided by weapon types such as swords and axes. Similarly, magic skills are divided by spell. Spells like cure and fire each have their own skill level. Attacking with a given type of weapon improves their corresponding weapon skill. So a good example is, it doesn't matter what kind of broadsword it is, as long as you attack with it, the level for your broadsword is going to go up. Or your proficiency, I guess would say, in broadsword would go up. So the best way to make an idea is that it tried making it more realistic. So like if you have no sword skills at all, you're just waving your sword around, you're not going to do a lot of damage and you're not going to hit a lot. However, the more you use that sword, the more proficient you become in that sword. And so the more damage you're going to do. So like I said, that if you get proficient in broadswords, all broadswords are going to be good for you, because you are now learning and understanding the weapon itself. As your skill level rises, your attack and accuracy with those type of weapons will likewise improve. Casting a given spell improves the corresponding magic skill. So this is the trope of mastering your magic. So unlike in the old game where you could buy higher magics and it was just always better to buy the higher magic and use it, in this game you only get, there is no such thing as higher magics. You're just leveling up your magic. So your fire spell at level 1 that you just get might just be a small flame. But as you get better at it, and the more you use the spell, like a great wizard, the better you're going to become with that spell, and the more dangerous and powerful they become. Even it changes the animation, which is actually pretty cool. Spells becoming more powerful and effective as their skill level rises. That's true, but they will also cost you more MP. That's the one thing you gotta think. So a level 1 fire is gonna cost you 1 MP. A level 2 fire will cost you 2 MP. So that's just one thing you want to think about, is balancing your levels according to your MP. However, those higher levels, as long as they're not too high, can actually help you with your MP gains. I don't suppose I could interest you in a lesson on magic, do you, boy? Sure. There are 2 schools of magic, black and white. White magic specializes in healing and support spells. For example, Cure restores lost HP and life, revives a character who's been knocked out. Black magic, on the other hand, specializes in the offensive kind of skills. Blizzard deals ice damage, thunder deals lightning damage, and so forth. Characters can learn both black and white magic spells in any combination they choose. However, a character can only learn a maximum of 16 spells. You can use the discard command to remove any spell a character has already learned. Discarded spells can be learned again, but their levels reset to 1, so discard spells with caution, boy. Would you allow me to teach you about key terms? Alright, listen up, my boy. In the course of conversation with someone, a particularly important one may come up in mind. When this happens, 3 commands will appear. Ask, learn, and items. Select learn to commit the key term to memory. You can then use ask to ask people about any key term you've learned. Keep it in mind that only one certain word can be learned. Only certain words can be learned this way. To show someone an item from your inventory, select items. When you've learned new words or find rare items, you should ask people about the words or show them what you found. Would you like me to explain the formation command to you? Use the formation command to assign characters to either the front or rear rows of the party's back formation. In other words, boy, characters in the front are going to attack using any kind of weapon. Characters in the rear can only attack using bows or magic. However, they are also safer for direct attacks. Assigning each character to the row that best suits him or her abilities. That's about it, guys. So I think in the next episode, we're actually going to explore around town, do some shopping, but this is a lengthy intro. I felt like this was the best time to get the actual tutorial area and explaining the mechanics of the game here to you now. So in the next episode, we're going to go ahead, we're going to explore the city of Altair, and we'll probably do some shopping. But for now, it's the Signing out. Later, guys.